Sir, you are one of the most renowned collectors of vintage pens. And we all know that you have an enviable collection, which you have been doing for many years now. If you show, and I know it's not correct on our part to ask you to show your collection here in Calcutta, knowing fully well that they're in your home state. But it is also a fact that wherever you go, you carry some of your pens because you don't want to live away from them for a long period of time. What are the pens that you are carrying this time? And if you kindly show them to our viewers so that we can also at least see these pens, because most of these pens, most of us will not see in our lifetimes, because these are very rare pens and very well maintained. Because there's another very unique characteristic of this gentleman is that he himself tends to rectify, because when we collect these pens, or most of the pens when they come to us, they are not in a pristine condition. But to take them to that condition where they are not only writable, but they were as close to as what they were meant to be originally. So these pens in these conditions are very difficult to find. So, sir, if you kindly show these pens to our viewers and tell us why, what are the uniqueness of this, individual pens, and why they hold such a close place in your heart.
Actually, regarding the vintage pens that I'm having, I'm not nowhere even a renowned collector. He's making me a renowned collector. Yeah, I do have some collections, and yes, fortunately, some of the pens that I have are very old. But one thing I'll agree with Chomda is that it's been my effort to make sure that the pens are in working condition. And there is a reason for it. The main reason is most of these pens are at least 90, 80, 90 years old. Technically, you call any pen which is 25 to 30 years old vintage. By that time, though, I have lots, because I have got lots of Wingsung, those pens that we used to use in school days, Hero and Wingsung, I have lots. Actually, motivates me to keep these pens in running condition is I found them in running condition in the first place. They were not exactly running perfectly. Now they are writing perfectly. But when I found them, they were still working. Now just imagine a thing, it's been made 80, 90 years ago, and it is still functioning, and it, with a little bit of love and care, it is as good as new, and it is better than new. The old pens, why I like them primarily is because of the gold nib that they have. Writing with the gold nib, and that also, those gold nibs, they are an experience in itself, which any writer who will write will know. I'll show you a few pens. I'll start with this. This pen is Valentine 04, number 04. Actually, I also didn't know for sure, but Chomda helped me identify it. This was having an issue with the sack inside, but now it's perfect. And this nib, actually Valentine used to make the nibs for Parker. This is one of the best gold nibs that I have ever used. It's a joy to use this pen. And this celluloid, I am told, is a very rare one, this color. Another one, this is a Swan pen made by Mabitod company. Okay, this also writes nice. It's medium flex, but it's very nice. These are all lever fillers. So occasionally I have to have them cleaned, the old lever fillers. And I forgot the model. This is a connoisseur 233 or 236, I don't know. 233, I think. The marking will be there. But this color.
This is also a very rare color.
It's a very rare color. It's that Arctic blue or something, I am not very sure. But it's a very nice color, and look at the condition. You can see. Yeah, and it writes very nice. And these pens are from 1940s. 1940s. This is later 1940s. That is one.
This is a swan.
Yeah. This is seal. Seal is actually that W.H. Smith, na? ওরা ওই পেনটা বের করেছিল, এখানে মার্কিং দেখতে পারবেন। ইট ইজ yes, W.H. Smith. Just have a look. They took out once in 1940s. W.H. Smith made this seal pen. It has got the symbol of that seal. Some of them have the marking in toto. Some of the markings are, of course, nothing can be done about them now. Yes, markings are there. And then this one is the Waterman 513 NM, new model. This is a fantastic stub. Just open it. It's a golden stub. Yeah, it's a beautiful stub nib. This one, I made a mistake. I didn't clean it out properly. So I have to change the sec now. This, of course, is the snorkel. The famous Schaefer snorkel. Okay, with the imperial nib. This is also 1950s, early 1950s. And I saved this one for the last. This is a Peter Pan. It's a mini pen. And it has got a gold nib, size 0 gold nib with the heart shape breather hole. Please have a look. And this pen I got in the thrift shop. The owner wanted to get rid of it. No buyers.
Where was this?
Kolkata. I will not say where because I still go there in the hope that I might get another one. I didn't want to actually publicize this because next time they may not be so gracious. But that time I was doing him a favor. Actually, it was in very poor condition. I mean, when I took it, the nib was broken, the lever was jammed, the whole color was not there. So I had to do a little work myself. But I know if I send it somewhere, maybe to someone, it will shine more. But I'm happy with this much because it's working. It works beautifully. So these are some of the pens I have on me right now. These are the vintage ones. And of course, among the new ones, I have this one. This is also a good one. It's a capless. Of course, nothing compared to the Pilot, but innovative design. It's from Navalur or Narwal, whatever. Use these pens at least once a year to keep them running. And my goal is, as long as I live, I'll maintain it and then hand it over to the next generation. This one has actually crossed 100 years. This I researched on the net. This was produced around 1920, and then the production stopped. Peter Pan stopped producing. So it will be either 1920 or before. So 100 years. Human beings, we don't run 100 years. And hardly anything nowadays will ever last 100 years.
Sir, tell me something. You have been collecting pens for so long. Do you see a change in the attitudes these days with young collectors?
Yes, I do see a change. Because when I started collecting, the average age group of people who used to come looking for pens other than me, especially inks, was somewhere around 50, 55 years of age. They were older than me also. They were knowledgeable. But over the last few years, I am finding youngsters coming in. Youngsters, I mean 25, 26-year-olds coming in. They are bringing even with them teenagers to check out inks, pens, and the names that they're taking, which ordinarily people would not take, the brands, but they're knowing. And it had been a pleasure to attend one of the ink pen shows. But of course, I didn't attend it wholly because I was there only for a few minutes. But that also thanks to Chamda. But there also I came to see a lot of interest, a lot of traction on fountain pen inks and fountain pens and inks. Now, probably that's why we have brands now catering to, like you get Italian brands, you get Japanese brands, Taiwanese brands. Otherwise, previously the knowledge of fountain pens was limited to a few brands only, Parker Schaeffer's. Maximum, no, Conway Stewart also not many people spoke about. But brands like Visconti or Pineda or 376, Platinum, not many people knew. Earlier, I didn't find many people knowing those. But now they are becoming popular, Cellar pens are becoming popular. And that goes with the usage. So I find many people are using. I'm seeing pens like this one, Opus 88. Opus 88 is a very good pen. But there were no, I mean, Opus 88 was unknown. Then Benu. Benu is also coming in. Of course, I don't think I saw Benu ever in Kolkata, but it's there. And Twisby, Lamy are becoming so popular. I'm seeing Lamy safaris with almost youngsters nowadays. I'm seeing a lot of them have. And every time I see it, it makes me happy. Ball pens, I have nothing much against them except for the fact that it spoils your handwriting. It uses too much pressure and pollutes the earth. Besides that, I have no other points against it. But as an expression of self or expression of art, like for example, just take this celluloids. These are expression of art. I mean, matching the
Clip with
the trim, the celluloid, the form, the shape, and the filigree work on this. These are all expression of art, expression of the self. So I think when it comes to expression, the body of the pen and your handwriting together take expression to such a level that it is not only, it is unparalleled, in simply.
So what message do you have for youngsters who are just getting on board as collectors or who are just beginning their long journey? Almost, I mean, it's been a lifetime journey for us because we started, as you pointed out, we started in school and we are still continuing with fountain pens. What about these young people who are just coming on board now? What is your message?
See, as a collector, collection is a serious thing and it sometimes can become addictive. That is true. I don't collect this simply for the sake of collection. Actually, I am looking for a pen that will sync with me 100%, and in the end of the day, I will say, this is me. So basically, my collection is part of a search for that perfect pen that expresses me in totality. I think that search is there in all of us. To the younger generation, I have only two things to say. Yes, it's convenient to use tablets, it's convenient to go paperless, it is convenient to use keyboards because you can write a lot. But writing a lot doesn't mean writing or expressing the right. The time it takes for the expression to flow from here to here to here, it refines the expression. So I think that fountain pen, if you compare it with the dot pen, fountain pen gives you that time. That time is given to you to refine your expression, to refine your thoughts. And then finally, whatever comes on paper becomes a very refined and final expression of yourself. So in that way, I would say that that is the thing that I would suggest to the youngsters to do. No, find your expression. Like Kaushik was telling that people are doing sketching, art. The possibility is huge because the fountain pen becomes an extension of your mind through your hand. So what your mind and heart can create, your fountain pen actually can put it down. So I think that way it's very nice. That is why if you are primarily collecting with that thing, that's good. And of course, if you are collecting it to show off, that's a different issue.
Don't collect for the sake of collecting, but use it.
No, I am saying that collect for the sake of expressing yourself. Now the collection becomes something more than just the monetary value or quantitative count of I have so many pens, I have so many things. No, For me, I have many, I use all of them. Okay, I use all of them. I use them at least once a year. I try to use them. And using means using it, writing with it, cleaning it, keeping it. It's almost religious, but I feel that way I am expressing myself through that pen, and I'm searching for a pen through which I can best express myself.
So that becomes an extension of your...
Yeah, that becomes an adventure, finding something. So my collection is like that, and I know many people have motivations to collect. And then another reason is the respect for these pens, the old pens that I have. I respect them immensely. I respect the people who made them because it's lasting for, I don't know how many, 2 generations, 3 generations now, and it will last. We cannot forget the history also. And we cannot disregard the achievements of people who have come before us. This is a testament to the achievement. You see, they had no tools, very crude machining things, but it's beautiful not because of the tool, but because of the effort given to make it perfect. So perfection is not tool dependent. It is all dependent on the mind. So I think this proves it. That's why these pens I'm so fond of them.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know, because you have given me something, kind of something to think about, something to, munch and process, this adventure bit, this a pen which becomes an extension of you, and it kind of reflects your journey, and it becomes one with you. So that is something that I have to think about and work about, and I hope all of you enjoy Sir's words and we are able to follow in his footsteps, because
It is not following. No, I just wish that whoever is collecting, all the best. And any collection of anything, any object, I think if we disregard the maker or the intention of the maker, that collection is never complete. So yes, it's an ode to those people who work so hard. Yes, we all have our own philosophies behind collecting. I have just shared mine, and I'm happy that Chomda, you liked it.
I like it, I love it.
But that's been my philosophy, and that is my philosophy behind this. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity, at least uninterrupted. I had been able to speak out my mind because usually whenever I speak pens, everybody runs away.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for your company. Thank you for showing us these pens, because, like I said before also, these are pens that you will not get to see in a hurry. These are all. And I'm so surprised that, sir, you carry such precious pens with you.
I have more with me.
I know, but still to be carrying all of them. And the funniest thing is all of them are in working condition, perfect working condition. And I don't know what to say. I wish I could steal them. No. These are too precious to be...
Yeah, actually, I'm sharing the collection for people to see. There can be better versions also, better pens also. But somebody needs to start somewhere. So if it inspires somebody, that's good enough for me. And if somebody tries to steal it,
Thank you, sir.